Senator Hendren, or Representative Hendren, what's wrong with me? I can keep it straight today.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Three questions. I'm just looking at the docket, and this bleeds into the question I'm going to ask. And you didn't mention it when you presented the bill this morning on the floor, and it was my understanding in this committee yesterday that the presenters of this bill and the explainers, thanks to some work that Representative House had done and some others, had agreed that we essentially could fund this issue here of $87 million without paying bond commissions of $1 to $2.5 million, and that we could finance it with local banks, which means we could call it then any time we pleased. Were you all aware of those? Were you in here yesterday? Would you recall those conversations?
I wasn't in here yesterday.
Well, that's why I want to say this today, because you're here today, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the question was asked yesterday. I think Representative House asked the question, and the indications were that they would look at all options available as to what would be the best.
And they said, in fact, they thought they could do that.
That's my understanding.
Let me ask you this question. Will you make that statement on the floor when you present this bill today?
Yeah. Oh, sir, what we do?
Well, you're not going to be doing it. It's this other guy.
Yeah, well, give me hush again, or what you want?
Well, I've got something to say, but I've got a question to ask you about this Senate in a minute.
What?
Well, I mean, they're the experts. I can only rely on what they've told y'all, just the same as they've told me.
But the reason I'm going to vote for this bill this afternoon, the reason I voted for it this morning, was because of what they said. But I want that on record. Now, it's on the record, I guess, because we're taping this meeting, right?
Right. It's already been said.
What would be wrong with your sponsoring this bill, telling the body, all 100 of us that?
If you give me a minute, I'll say something.
I'm not in charge of this.
Mr. Chairman, I'll say something.
Jump right in there, Senator.
Thank you. This morning when we ran the bill, the identical bill and everything, Senator Hickey had a problem with them about what they said over in the meeting we had the other day. So I went back to them and had them bring it back, put it on a piece of paper, they signed off on it, and we put it in the records.
So were you willing to do the same thing for up here?
If you can get them over here, we'll be glad.
But does that include getting rid of this $1 to $2.5 million?
It wasn't on that part. Senator Hickey didn't ask for that part.
Well, I am, and they said it yesterday.
Okay.
And
if
there
they
was
said
another
it, we'll
issue
see if the chair would call them. We'll get them back down here.